Alright, so we've arrived at Atlantic Self Storage where we keep our rig. Today we're going to show you guys how we hook up and how we tow our camper. We tow using the Hensly hitch. It's a lot better than the old E2 over there that we used to have. Had to upgrade. This Hensley definitely keep the sway out, but we'll hook it up and show you how it's done. So the first step to hooking up our Hensly hitch is inserting this bar into our receiver. This bar actually attaches to the actual hitch itself, but I'll show you guys how that's done. So in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, I already took the pin out that goes on the hitch. I'm going to go ahead and put this inside the truck like this. Get that in the truck. Insert the pin. Alright, so this bar will actually be inserted into our hitch here. So what's going to happen now is she's going to get that bar and she's going to back it to this hole. Alright, ready when you are. And she should be watching it via the backup cam, so we'll see. Alright, that should be good. So now that we got it in here, I know you should probably get this all the way inside the hole, but I normally do, I'll remove these clips, set them on my bumper, and what I normally do is go ahead and get these set up, and I take the hook that was provided, and I just simply just pull it forward. I know it might not be the proper way of doing it, but it helps me and it gets the job done. Sometimes it's really hard getting that bar in that hole the way it should, but we'll make it work. And then I'm going to get my clips, put them in that hole, on that side, drop it in there. All right. Go ahead and connect my power. All right, we got that in. All right, so now all I have to do is connect my safety chains to the truck. Gosh, I have them crossed. I don't like them crossed. One, two. Right, so now we got our safety chains connected. All right, so what I normally do before I raise my landing gear, I'll go ahead and tighten down my weight distribution bars. So I know where I normally like them. So do this side, go around and do my other side. And once you use this thing long enough, you'll know exactly where you want them. Because I don't want too much weight on the back of my truck I want it to ride pretty level, so this pretty much levels it out. And so that's about right. I mean, the real reason I bought the Hensley, because when I first bought my camper, we had a Chevy Silverado 1500 half ton. And when I was driving on the highway, I was swinging all over the place. But with this Hensley, it definitely made a difference. Some say it may be overkill, but the overkill definitely helps my situation. And when I upgraded to the Titan XD diesel, it I mean, I can't even tell the trailer's behind me. I don't get any sway or anything. As long as these bars are tight, you should be pretty good to go. When I go ahead, I'll raise my landing gear. So now the weight is being set on the back of my truck. Going the wrong way. A rookie mistake. You never want to let your landing gear all the way up in that bar because you don't want it to hit. So I normally, as long as it's pretty much off the ground and level with my weight distribution bars, I'm pretty much set. Alright, before I pull out, I normally like to double check, make sure my safety chains are connected, make sure all my clips are inside of my hitch, make sure everything's plugged up. And what I normally do, I do a walk around to make sure the wheels aren't chopped. I have no wheel chock set. And I definitely like to check, make sure my stabilizer jacks are up. So I'll double check the other side. Oh, by the way, I like to make sure my doors are locked because I don't want anything coming open as I'm going down the road. My awning is closed. Everything appears to be closed. That jack stand is up. Got my truck, power's hooked up in there. Jack stands up. My battery box is closed. Alright. Jack stands up. No wheel chocks. My rear jack stand is up. Alright, so we're ready to pull out. So we finally got this thing out of the storage unit. So we'll show you how we RV and our hitch setup. My little RV buddy. Alright, so I've decided to pull our camper out and do an official rig review of how we RV. So see, we pull our camper with a 2017 Nissan Titan XD. It has the Cummins diesel in it. It's definitely an upgrade from our Silverado 1500. And along with that, I use a Hensly Arrow Hitch to tow my camper. It's about $3,000, but it's well worth it. Before I had the old E2 system, and it's nothing really wrong with it, but I was still getting some sway. And not to mention I was towing with the half-ton pickup truck. So when I upgraded to the Titan, it definitely makes a difference in my towing. It acts more like a fifth wheel. So you have your weight distribution bars, you have your strut bars, and when you tow with the Hensley, you definitely have to make sure these are tight. In the system, I have my breakaway chain and my safety chains attached. So at first, I was pretty much going to give up on RVing because I got that white knuckle experience when I was towing down the highway. But now since I have the Hensley, it's a very comfortable drive. I can drive and not really worry about any sway. And I can actually pass trucks at about 75 miles per hour with no problem. And like I said, I had this on my half ton, but since we got this 5/8 ton Nissan Titan XD, it with the Hensley, it's definitely an overkill. All right, so now we're gonna unhook our Hensley. I'll go ahead and take the safety chains off. All right, go ahead and drop my landing gear. Go ahead and remove my clips. Take these off. Requires a little bit of strength. I'll get on this side and do the same thing. Alright, that one's pretty easy. Alright, what I normally do, I'll replace my clips so I can keep up with them. See? Already fell on the ground. I like to keep up with my gear. Alright. Then I will release the strut bars. Make it loose. Alright, just about ready to pull out. Alright. Alright, ready when you are. Should pull straight out. Oh, there we go.